We'll do that in the next lesson. Okay, in the previous lesson, you have seen how to install the checkpoint applications like Security Management Server, Security Gateway, and then Smart Console. Now, let us see how to bring the checkpoint firewall into the deployment. So, first thing I do is using the Smart Console application running on this particular system, I log on to the Security Management Server application here with the username Koti. That's what we defined as administrator for security management during installation. Password has been in what? Jill, right? Jack and Jill. So using the Smart Console, log on to Security Management Server. I'm not logging on to Gaia OS. I'm logging on to the management server. How do I do that? So first of all, let us go to this particular system here. Where am I? SIP config. I'm on 192.168.100.10. What do I do from here? I open the Smart Console application. So this asks what's username, password, and server IP address. Username is what? Koti. I say username is Koti. Password is Jack and Jill. And what is IP address of the management server? 192.168.100.20. So using the Smart Console, I'm logging on to the management server. I say login. When I log in for the first time, it says this is the following. To verify server identity, compare the following fingerprint with one displayed in the server. So let's see. How do I know that I am talking to the correct management server only or not? Imagine this particular smart administrator sitting somewhere in the world. He's trying to log on to the management server and do some configuration here. How do you know that it's really the management server only? So management server gives some fingerprint. Can I see the same fingerprint on the management server? Let's see. I go to the management server. I go to the management server here. I log on locally to the management server. I say username is admin. I say password is p@SSW0 or I'm logging on to the Gaia OS locally here. I say enter. There I give the command cpconfig. When I say cpconfig, it shows different options, and one of the option is what? Certificates fingerprint. Do you want to see the certificates fingerprint on the management server here? I say yes. I say 7th option I choose. When I say it shows that the fingerprint is what? Some nail, took, wag, or all this is the fingerprint. Let's say the same fingerprint is shown on the Smart Console over there. Again, when I go to the Smart Console here, I can see the same nail, tug, wag, and all I can see, right? So fingerprint is matching. Now I can say proceed. But what happens in real life? Imagine some other administrator has installed this particular management server. He can copy the fingerprint to your file, and send the file to this particular other administrator. So administrator can verify seeing the mail whether the fingerprint is matching or not. If matching, he can say proceed and then log on. So for some extra security, this has been enabled here. So when I use the Smart Console, log on to management server first time, he'll ask for the fingerprint, see fingerprint, verify if the fingerprint is correct or not, and then proceed. I say proceed. So using the Smart Console application, I logged on to the Security Management Server application running here. It is I give username as Koti, password as Jill, and also give the IP address of the management server. It was showing some fingerprint. We said we have put the fingerprint and logged in. So when I first time log in, I see something like, see the dashboard like this. I can see network objects here. I can click on this double arrow, it will close here. Double arrow also it close here. So right now it's a management server. IP address is 192.100.20 and R80.30 is running here and all it shows, right? Now I go to objects. On the management server, I can create objects. And here I have something called an Object Explorer. If I click on Object Explorer, some objects are already created on this particular system, management server. Some built-in objects already, some network objects if I see, around 70 network objects already predetermined. These are already created by default. If I click on service objects, I can see 513 objects defined as service objects here. If I go to applications and categories, I can see so many objects already predetermined as defined as application or categories. VPN community objects, some objects like that. Some default built-in objects already there during which are by installation. When I go to network objects here, I see one object here created for the management server itself. When I double click on it, it shows that the name of the system is Mango Management-Primary and the IP address is 192.100.20. And it says SIC is already enabled. Trust is what? Established. Means what? The same management server acting as ICA has issued a certificate already to the management server. So the trust is already established. The ICA has been already, certificate has already been given to the management server. And if I see the management blades here, it says that it has got network policy management blade enabled. Because this particular blade is enabled, it is acting as what? Management server. Because this particular blade also is enabled, it also is acting as what? Log server. It can receive the logs from the security gateways. Like that, this is about the management server object. Now, what I would like to do is, I would like to create an object for the security gateway here on the management server and then enable SIC between the management server and the security gateway. How do we do that? So I go to, let's say, network objects, new, I say more, network object, I say what git. See now, in the objects I can create different types of, I can create a host object, I could create a network object, network group objects. When I click more, I can create what? Service object, TCP service object, UDP service object. I can create, say what? VPN community object. I can create user accounts. There's so many objects I can create on this particular management server. Right now, I would like to create an object for the security gateway here. I say new, more, network object, gateways and servers. I choose what? Gateway. By choosing this option, I'm trying to create an object for the security gateway, this particular system here. I click on it and I use the classic mode to create this object. Now it says, what's the name you want to give for this object? I'm creating an object for this in the management server. So I give the name as Mango-HO firewall. And what is the IP address of Mango-HO firewall? 192.168.100.1. I give the IP address, I give the name and also IP address. And firewall blade is enabled, so acting as what? Firewall, acting as security gateway. Now, I try to, let's say, enable SIC. Means what? I would like to give a certificate. Means the management server acting as internal CA would like to issue a certificate, digital certificate to the security gateway. So I want to do that. So that they can authenticate using the certificates whenever they want to communicate with each other. I say communication, it is asked for the one-time password. Remember, during installation of the Gaia OS here, we give the installation of security gateway application here, we give activation key as what? ASDFGH. The same password I give now, ASDFGH. ASDFGH. We defined as activation key when during installation of security gateway. Is asking for that. So that the security gateway and management should authenticate each other before giving a certificate. I say initialize. Now what happens now? It says trust is what? Established. Means a certificate has been given to the security gateway by the management server. So later, when they want to open a control connection to any checkpoint service for any functionality, they authenticate with each other using this particular certificate. I say OK. Now it also gets a topology for this particular firewall. Now what do you mean by topology? How many NIC cards? The management server now understands how many NIC cards are there on the firewall. How many NIC cards are there? Which IP address is assigned to this NIC cards? Which networks are behind these NIC cards? Which networks are behind these NIC cards? If I learn all this, we are learning about what? The topology of the firewall. It says the topology was retrieved successfully. The following table shows every interface found on the given machine. It says there are 4 NIC cards, ETS 0, 1, 2, 3. Networks are a group of them that reside behind each is also shown here. So it also knows which part networks are behind these NIC cards. Knowing about the NIC cards, which IP address is assigned to these NIC cards, which networks are behind these NIC cards is what? Knowing about the topology of the firewall. It also gets a topology about the firewall automatically. I say close. Now I say what? Okay. So what did we do now? We created an object for HO firewall on the management server. Let's again see some property of HO firewall object now. I go to HO firewall. Now when I go to, it says the name is Wang HO firewall, IP address is so and so, trust is what? Established. How do you know whether the trust is still there? There's no issue with these two systems. I go and say what? Communication. I say test SIC status of the SIC. It says that communicating means everything is fine between the management server and the head office firewall. The certificate is still valid and they are communicating. If I go to network management here, we got this topology, ETS 0, ETH 1, ETH 2, right? When I double click on this here, it also shows that anti-spoofing is also done, right? This network internal performance will be based on the interface topology. We'll learn about anti-spoofing protection later, but let's understand that whenever I create object for the checkpoint firewall object, when I use certificate, it also tries to get the topology of the firewall. Now let us give some policy to the firewall and see whether the firewall is really blocking or allowing the packets. So I go to security policies now. Under security policies, I give one policy here called as from any source, any destination, any service, drop all the packets. Means from anywhere to anywhere. The packets are going from anywhere to anywhere through the firewall. Drop all the packets. Right? This rule I would like to give to the firewall. So I say install the policy. So the rule says any source, any destination, any service, drop all the packets. I say install. I say publish and install. Publishing. What do you mean by publishing? Using the smart console, I logged on to the management server, right? So when I want to install the policy on the security gateway, what happens now? The whatever configuration I did on the smart console will be saved on the management server. After saving, the management server will open a connection to the firewall and install the policy on the firewall. So saving this configuration I have done on the smart console is called as publishing in the management server. So once I publish, I say install. Now what happens now? The policy is getting installed on the security gateway by the management server. So using the smart console application, I log on to the management server here, create objects and policies. When I create all that, actually I'm creating on the smart console only. Then what do I say publish means I save on the management server and ask management server to install the policy onto the firewall. The management server will open a connection to the firewall and install the policy on the firewall. It says that policy is what? Successfully installed. What policy did you give to the firewall? Any drop. Let's see the packets are really getting dropped or not. So I go now to Mango HOA system. Where am I? As a CD /, clear the screen, IP config. I am on 192.168.1.10 system. Where am I? I am on this particular system. From this system, I give the command ping 192.168.2.10. I am trying to ping 2.10. So what happens? This sends a packet to a default gateway. Who is the firewall? Firewall again has to forward the packet this side, right? And the echo request has to go like this. Echo reply again has to come back like this. But you tell the firewall to drop all the packets. Anywhere to anywhere, drop all the packets. So I could not ping now. I say enter. I am not able to ping. Similarly, can I ping from HOA system to HOC system here? Again, when I say ping, what happened? The packet again has to go to the echo request. Echo reply has to come back. These packets also not allowed to go to the firewall. Firewall says any drop. So I should not be able to ping. I say 3.10, enter. I could not ping again. Similarly, even if I go to HOB system, I say cd /, clear the screen, IP config. Where am I? I'm on 192.168.2.10 system. From there again I say ping 192.168.1.10 means what? I'm trying to ping from HOB system. An echo request packet has to go like this. Echo reply again has to come back like this. Firewall is dropping all the packets, I cannot ping. Similarly, if I try to ping 3.10, also I cannot ping because when the echo request is going like this, the packet is dropped by the firewall. So this packet, nothing can go through the firewall because you hear the rule to firewall saying from any source, any destination, drop all the packets. Now, let us change the policy on the firewall. So again, I go to the smart console now. This time I say from any source to any destination for any service, accept all the packets. Means what? I'm asking the firewall to allow the packets from anywhere to anywhere, any service, allow all the packets to go through you. You should never do it in real life, but just to show the effect here, I'm trying to give this particular policy. Any, accept. As install the policy, publish and install means what? Because I made the changes in the smart console, I'm asking it to publish the changes in the management server and install from the management server to the gateway. So I can't install the policy directly from smart console to the security gateway. So I say publish and install. When I say publish, all the changes are saved onto the management server. When I say install, the management server opens a connection to the security gateway and installs a policy on the security gateway. So we give the policy any accept. Now let's see whether the policy is working properly or not. I go to HOA system now. I give the command ping 2.10. When I say ping 2, what happens now? Echo request has to go like this. Echo reply has to come back like this. Because the firewall we said any accept, I should get the reply. I get the reply. Similarly, can I ping 3.10? Yes. Sorry. I say 3.10. Also I could ping. Similarly, if I go to HOB system, from there, clear the screen. Where am I? I say IP config. From there, if I say ping 192.168.1.10, I could ping. Can I also ping 3.10? Also I could ping. So from anywhere to anywhere, all the packets are able to go through the firewall. Even if I go HOC system also, I log on to HOC system. I say cd / clear the screen, IP config. From there, I give the command ping 192.168.1.10. I could ping. I also can ping 2.10 system. So the firewall is allowing any packet to go through it. You should not do like this in real life, but just to see whether the firewall is working or not, we are given the commands like this. Again, if I go to Smart Console, this time again I give the command any drop. Means from any source, any service, any packet should be dropped as a publish and install. We'll save the configuration on the management server and ask management server to install the policy onto the security gateway. Once we do this, now if I say ping 3.10, I cannot ping 3.10 from HOA system because the firewall is dropping all the packets now. Fine. So what do you see so far? We have seen how to create an object for security gateway on the management server, how to enable SIC between management server and the security gateway. We also have seen how to create policies and install the policies on the security gateway. Using the Smart Console, we log on to the management server, create objects and policies on the management server, and install and ask the management server to install the policies onto the security gateway. So these are the three components in Checkpoint Firewall: Smart Console, Security Management Server, and then Security Gateway. Now let's also see how to reset SIC. Sometimes what happens, the SIC between the management server and the gateway may get lost. So let's see how to reset SIC again. Let's give a new certificate to the security gateway. I go to HO Firewall. I log in admin. I say p@ssw0rd. I log in. On the management server, I give the command cpconfig. cpconfig. And it shows that fifth option here, it shows secure internal communication. I choose the fifth option. It says right now the trust is what? The SIC is used for authentication between the checkpoint components. Trust is what established. Do you want to reinitialize the communication? I say yes. Again it says the second page will be reset now and all checkpoints will be stopped. CP stop will be given and then all everything will be stopped. No communication will be possible until you reset the initialized communication properly. Are you sure you want to really do this? I say yes. Now it says again what is the activation here, one-time password. This time I give it as QWERTY. Again I say QWERTY. I say enter. Now I say what? Exit. I choose the ninth option. When I say the ninth option, now what happens now? All the checkpoint services will be stopped on the security gateway and the certificate will be removed. And then there's no SIC now between the security management server and the security gateway. So you stopped the services, removed the certificate and started all the services, right? So now again if I go to the Smart Console, now I go to the Smart Console. Now I go to Smart Console application. Here I go to objects, I go to network objects, gateways and servers. I choose what? HO firewall object. Double click on HO firewall object. It says what? Trust is established. I want to check the SIS is there between the management server and the security gateway. I go to communication. Now I say what? Test SIC status. I click on it. It says that not communicating. Right? Peer does not have a certificate for SIC. So it is not communicating. Because I removed the certificate over there, there is no certificate. So what should I do now? I say okay, reset SIC. So I reset SIC on the gateway. Now I am resetting the SIC on the management server object. Gateway object on the management server. I say reset. I say yes. I say okay. Now I give what? One-time password as QWERTY. QWERTY. Again, when I say initialize now what happens? Okay, let us give a wrong password. We give the password as QWERTY. Let us give the password as ASDFGH. I give the wrong password now. As initialize, it says that authentication failure, re-enter the activation key. That means only when the password is known, we can reset the password. So reset SIC. I say now QWERTY. I say QWERTY. I say what? Initialize. Now it says that trust is established between the management server and the security gateway. I say okay. Again, it gets a topology of the firewall. We learn more about topology in the later lessons. I say close. Now again I say what? Okay. Once I do this, I can install the policy on the firewall, publish on the management server, install the policy on the gateway. So all the changes I made in the Smart Console will be saved on the management server, and management server will open a control connection to the security gateway, install the policy on the security gateway. Before opening a control connection, the management server and the security gateway would like to authenticate each other using the certificates. Because certificates is available now, they can authenticate, install the policy. So again, the policy is installed on the management, the firewall. Any drop. So in this lesson, we have seen how to create objects for the security gateway and bring gateway into the checkpoint deployment. So in this lesson, so far, we understood as to what's the three-tier architecture of checkpoint. We have seen how to install the Gaia OS, how to give IP address to NIC cards in the Gaia OS, how to install the applications like Smart Console, Security Management Server and Security Gateway, how to create objects for Security Gateway in the Management Server, how to enable SIC between the Management Server and the Security Gateway, and then how to start giving the policies to the Security Gateway using the Management Server.